YouTube is connected. Hooray! All right. Good morning, everyone. You think you take a shower earlier and you get rid of that cowlick, but it just makes it worse. Hope you are all having a wonderful day. I'm going to make sure, hopefully this time, if you leave me comments, it'll actually show up this time. Hooray! All right. Come on. Good morning, everyone. You need to hear me. There we go. And swipe that way so I can see the comments. Hooray. Alright. Again, I hope you are all having a wonderful day. It is Friday, so TGIF, I suppose. Let's take a look at what the weather has to say for us today. Apparently you can get a refinance rate for a lending tree. Right now it is currently 76 degrees in the great metropolis of Brandon, Iowa. High is 83, low is 61, bright and sunny. There's only a 5% chance of rain through 10 a.m. Well, take a look at our 10-day forecast here. All right. Partly cloudy, 85 tomorrow. They're still saying we're going to have some thunderstorms on Sunday and some early morning showers next Monday. So, other than that, nothing too terrible. And today is the last day of July. So if you wish to remember that, come back to me. There we go. Yeah, today is the final day of July. When I was a kid, I don't remember where I heard this, but I heard it was, a superstition thing, that if you woke up the first day of the new month and the first thing you said in the new month was the phrase, "Rabbit, rabbit," you're supposed to have good luck through the month. So maybe if we all wake up tomorrow and say "rabbit, rabbit" first thing, we'll get rid of the virus and get everything back on track. So, on to the devotional. Now, some of you saw my attempts to show you what I do for the devotional, either with the Percolator yesterday, in which my audio decided to die, or with the video I did later, where my audio still decided to die. So hopefully you can all hear me and this is working out well. But anywho, this devotional is on the hymn "When Morning Gilds the Skies." And the line that the author of this devotional is focusing on is, "The night becomes as day, when from the heart we say, may Jesus Christ be praised." There is something about genuine praise of Christ that can most certainly make drastic changes in our demeanor. Praise which takes us out of the picture and places Christ only at the center. Praise which is so sincere that we can think of nothing else. Praise which for a few moments carries us near to the heart of God. This is the kind of praise I'm after. Wholehearted praise can truly turn our darkness into light, our night into day, our less than happy days into times filled with joy. In most hymnals, just before this hymn line, at the end of the first stanza, we sing a strange phrase for 21st century worshippers: "To Jesus I repair." The word repair conjures up thoughts of fixing something that is not working, to have a car repaired, etc. For some of us, that may be exactly what we need to do, to make reparation of damaged territory. But the better use of the word might be, "To Jesus I resort," or turn. A less used definition of the word is simply "go." Let us repair to the parlor after dinner, or, in courtroom talk, as the lawyers repair to the judge's chambers. On the heels of our singing about turning to or going to Jesus, the next line, today's hymn line, speaks of night turning to day when we resort to our Savior with overflowing hearts, which desire nothing but expressing our praise for Him. I love that, in the very next line of this hymn, the powers of darkness fear when the sweet sound of authentic praise arise in the same way, that God rejoices over us, even dances over us in some translations. The evil one cowers and sticks his fingers in his ears, because he cannot abide the attendant attitude of this kind of praise. All of a sudden, today's hymn line has been defined by what we sang and by what we are about to sing. Brief kernels of faith expressions like these have prompted Like these have prompted me, there's a weird space in my book, that these have prompted me to write these entries. We are overlooking some richness of language by quickly passing through even the most familiar songs in our hymnic vocabulary. I'm here to remind you to hear what your mouth is saying when you sing, and to let your heart respond accordingly throughout this book. So from your heart say or sing many, many times, "May Jesus Christ be praised." See if maybe your darkness turns to light, and then flip that switch as often as you can. I'm going to give you a little preview of Sunday. The sermon for Sunday deals with finding light in our darkness, of just finding that one tiny little streak of light. And in a pitch black room, even the smallest light can bring a lot of illumination. When we sing praise, and we truly take ourselves out of the equation, when we are just thankful to God for everything, we're thankful to Christ for doing so much for us, and we just erupt in that kind of praise. It doesn't matter what kind of day you've been having, that kind of praise is transformative. Now, the issues outside the church, the issues outside wherever you happen to be doing your worshiping, they will still remain. But for a moment, you feel confident. For a moment, you feel blessed. You feel happy. And I think sometimes we need to remember that even when we're uncertain, even when we're afraid, even when we don't think things are working out the way we want them to, we should still take a moment and offer praise to God. We should still take that moment and build on that praise. To let that worship, that sense of worship, truly enter our hearts and then flow through us. And see what happens to our demeanor. And with that being said, let's go ahead and I invite you to join me in singing hymn number 185, When Morning Gilds the Skies.
Skies, my
Okay, hopefully you can hear me. I'm gonna keep a little eye here. Oh, okay. Reading some of the comments, making sure my audio is working. I'm getting stuff on my mic, so it better be working. um, so yes, take some time and praise. Take some time, lift up your voice. And you can even do that silently, believe it or not. Just take a moment to spend some time in worship. Um, Today, tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, every day in August. And then tomorrow, remember to wake up and say, rabbit, rabbit. Um, that's all I have for us today. One thing I'm going to try to do, I'm not sure how it's going to work out yet. The Sunday service will be online, both YouTube and Facebook, for you to view when it is convenient for you. I'm also going to try and get some DVDs burned and leave like 3 of them at each church or something along those lines. But that will not happen probably until Monday afternoon. I want to make sure everything else is set up, and then I will, on the pastor's percolator for Monday, I'll let you know whether or not it's working the way it should. But so Monday I'll try to have the DVDs of the service burnt and sent out. I'm also looking at the possibility of putting the bulletin online. I will post, if I do get that to work, I'll post a link on Facebook. The issue is trying to post a Word document that can be downloaded many times via a social media site is difficult. I'm looking maybe at doing it via the blog, the same thing I did with the Monday, Thursday service that we had. Let's see, when was that? 16,000 years ago, something like that. But I am looking at doing that to try and help people who don't have strong internet connections to be able to watch it on YouTube and Facebook. If you are able to watch it on YouTube and Facebook, I ask that even if I do burn DVDs, please save those DVDs for people who cannot, who are not able to have a strong connection to watch the video service online. But again, I will have those out. I'm hoping Monday. I'll let you know on Monday's Percolator how that is accomplished, if it was accomplished. Because iMovie no longer has iDVD to work with it, so I have to relearn how to burn DVDs off of iMovie. So that's going to be a learning process, and I have to make sure it works with my DVD burner and yada yada yada. But other than that, that's all I have for today. So have a good last day of July, and I'll see everybody when I see you, either when you watch me Sunday or when you show up for the Percolator Monday, whatever it may be. So have a good day, everybody.